Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so this is some breaking news apparently. So as you know, there was a second assassination attempt on President Donald Trump. Now, the first one was insane. I have so many questions. This one is just as insane. I mean, this guy, his name is Ryan Ruth. He was from Hawaii, flew to the 48 continental United States, right? He was in Greensboro, North Carolina, took his daughter's car, which would have royally ticked me off, and because you know that car is impounded now. He went all the way down to the Mar-a-Lago estates where the golf course is, and he set up camp. Now, I have questions about this anyway. How did he know where Trump was going to be? Like, someone had to tip him off. So I'm very, very, concerned about the safety of the former president, because no president should be going through this. This is a second attempt in a couple months' time. Anyway, that being said, apparently he wrote a letter to the world, apparently.
He's insane!
That this was an assassination attempt. And so NBC News reported that the man charged in apparent Trump plot wrote, "This is an assassination attempt," or was an assassination attempt. So apparently what he did is he sent a package to a friend of his, and basically he said, leave it sealed, whatever, and it was in his residence for several months prior to this event taking place. Once it took place, and this guy, who's Ryan Ruth, was arrested, the friend, I guess, who was holding the box, said, what is going on here? And he ended up contacting law enforcement.
I have nothing to do with this.
Back on September 18th, which was just last week. Now, during this time when he opened the box, there was ammunition, 4 phones, and various letters. And in one of the letters, it was addressed to the world, saying this was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump, but I have failed you. The letter said in part that Trump had ended relations with Iran like a child, and now the Middle East has unraveled. Interesting that there's nothing about, Biden's premature withdrawal from Afghanistan. We still have people over there, even though they deny it. Anyway, that is another story for another day. But Ruth was arrested on September 15th after the Secret Service agent moving ahead of Trump basically saw him like pointing a gun out in the, between the chain link fence. He had an entire setup there. And basically he's being charged with possession of a firearm as a convicted felon, which really, really is going to hold him there. But he has, in a couple of hours time, he's actually going to be in court for, I don't know if it's an arraignment or what. However, Fox News actually got a copy of the letter, and this is something that was very interesting. It says, "Dear world, this was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump, but I am so sorry I failed you. I tried my best and gave it all the gumption I could muster. It is up to you now to finish the job, and I will offer $150,000 to whomever can complete the job. Everyone across the globe, from the youngest to the oldest, know that Trump is unfit to be anything, much less a U.S. president." That's all you can really see from the letter. This guy is seriously deranged. Seriously deranged. Anyway, I want to see what Fox News had to say about this, because they did have something to say about this. I paused it right here where you could see the letter, but let's go back and just take a look at what they had to say, at least like the first 30 seconds, right?
This is a Fox News alert. In about 2 hours, the suspect in the second assassination attempt against former President Donald Trump will be back in federal court, where a judge will determine whether he can be released on bail.
Brooke Sigmund has brand new reporting that has come out in the last half hour about this.
So this is going to be for a bail hearing or a detaining. Is that how I'm understanding it? That's a very interesting thing. He is certainly I cannot imagine that he's going to go off on any type of bail. You attempted to assassinate a former sitting president, who is also a presidential candidate again, right? I cannot imagine you being out on the street, but you never know with this economy, with this government that we have right now. Who knows?
The suspect's movements and a note he wrote long before the attempt. Brooke?
Yeah, that's right, guys. So Ryan Ruth will appear in a West Palm Beach courtroom today at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. This is the DOJ releases this letter from Ruth where he says, quote, "This was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump." Now, this letter came from a civilian that contacted police after they say Ruth dropped off a box at their house several months prior to the attempt.
Several months prior to the attempt. This was so premeditated. I mean, it would have had to be premeditated. He lived in Hawaii. He came to the U.S. He went to his daughter's house. He took her car. He did all of these things, right, to assassinate President Trump. How he can get out of this and be set on bail, I do not know how that is even a possibility. Like I said, I don't know what's going to happen here. But this is supposed to take place in a couple hours time from the recording of this video. It's September 23rd, 11 a.m. my time. So
several months prior to the attempt. After learning of the incident, the witness opened this box and found ammunition with the letter that also says he will offer $150,000 to whoever can, quote, complete the job if he fails. The DOJ.
Where is this money coming from? I mean, honestly, where is this money coming from? If, as I understand it, he had his own business in Hawaii. But didn't his business go under, or didn't he close up shop, or like something happened and so he no longer has the business? So where is he getting this money from? Who gave it to him? Like, I would follow the money and see where that money came from.
Follow the money.
That would be me, personally. I don't know if anybody's going to do that, or if they're doing it, if it's going to be aired, because they like to cover stuff up. You know, mainstream media isn't really the most reliable source of anything, so I try to do my own research. But, I mean, that's the letter right there, right?
Also saying Ruth had 6 cell phones and 2 license plates, and his internet history revealed he looked up Trump locations into October and have
Trump locations into October. So if he missed and didn't get caught, he was going to go to the next location and try again.
Determination.
And 6 cell phones. You had 2 in your car when they confiscated your vehicle at the time of the arrest. And in one of them, you were like, I don't know, you used a GPS maps to figure out how to get from Palm Beach to West Palm Beach to Mexico. Like, what's your route? And you needed additional phones, and you had license plates. Like, there's no question that this is a premeditated. I mean, you had all of this ready to go.
How to travel from Palm Beach to Mexico. Last week, he was charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and possession of a firearm with an obliterated serial number. The charges came after a Secret Service agent noticed what appeared to be a rifle poking out of a chain-link fence at former President Trump's Florida golf course while Trump was golfing. The Secret Service agent fired in that direction of the rifle. A witness spotted Ruth then fleeing from the area, and he was arrested shortly after. Now, the two...
So that's someone who has seriously cracked. This man is deranged.
Cray.
I don't know exactly what caused his break in his psyche, so to speak, but he's seriously a broken man to have. Like, I don't know what triggered the last, this type of an extreme. If you're me personally, if you're that concerned, take it to the voting box, take it to the ballot box. This is not okay. And honestly, like, I am very interested to see what is going to happen with this man in the next couple of hours, to see, is he going to get bail, or is he going to continue to be detained? I think he should continue to be detained. Clearly, all of this was a well-plotted, planned out assassination attempt with a getaway plan.
It was stupid. It was monumentally stupid.
And quite frankly, how did he obtain the additional 2 license plates? How did he obtain half the stuff that he even had to begin with? If you're a convicted felon, you wouldn't have been able to get a gun. So who gave it to him? Where's that money coming from? If your business was failed in Hawaii, where are you getting this money from?
I just want the truth.
I have questions. I have more questions than I do answers. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. What do you think is going on here? And in the meantime, let's see you on the next one. Bye.